Baba Flo,
Yes, sir.
we're great to have you.
Thank you so much for having me in this program.
Awesome. Flo, we know you as Flo. A lot of people around the city and the country know you as Flo. But really, what is your actual name? I know there's a special way that you name names where you come from.
Yeah, in DRC, the way we call ourselves, because we start with our names first. You know, your place first.
Okay.
Then you can add those names after. Like
Okay.
my real name is Nawej Kaleng, then Florent comes after. When I got baptized, I was a baby. So that's when they gave me that Florent.
Okay.
So I grew up with all of them, even my IDs, passports, they carry.
Yeah. So where did this one Baba come from?
Baba came from from music, because it started first by Lofombo. I was named after a certain bassist in DRC.
Okay.
The one who was playing for Pekale.
Yeah.
Then the people, they gave me turbo bass because I was playing bass. And I'm the one who was arranging the music. And turbo bass, it means it's like in DRC, it's like the one who can pass anywhere.
Okay.
There is nothing which can hinder him. So that's when they gave me that turbo. Then as many years passed, then I said, no, I'm Baba Flo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it morphed into Baba Flo.
Yes.
Okay. That's beautiful. So you've sort of already started talking about where you come from. Can you tell us, your history? Who is Baba Flo? As in, where do you come from, and where you started?
I'm from DRC. I was born in a place called Puerto because my father was engineer, agriculture. How they call them, agronome.
Okay.
In French, we call agronome.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess it would be agronomist,
Yes,
something like that.
Exactly.
Yes.
So he was moving. They were transferring him here and there. So now I was born in 1973 in a place called Puerto. So we didn't stay much there. Then we moved to. They transferred him to Kolwezi, but he refused. That's why they sent him to Kipushi. We went to Kipushi. And I think that's where I started the passion.
Okay.
I was a small boy, a baby, if
Yeah.
I can call it that.
Yes, yes.
My sister, she was in a choir. That's how I started following. That's where the flowing started.
Oh, okay. So did you grow up in a church?
I grew up in Catholic.
Okay.
That's where I was born, baptized in Catholic, and everything. Even the music, I started it in Catholic.
Okay. So does your siblings, do they sing as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
Even the nephews, niece. Right now, I think I've given them like 6-7 guitars.
Wow.
If I can.
Wow.
And the two gadgets which I was using before, I gave my nephew. The other one's using it.
Wow, that's beautiful. So you're from a family of musicians, really?
Yeah.
All right.
I can say, okay, my uncle from my mother's side was staying with us. They were playing those, those old. So I was playing a small boy.
Yeah.
I was doing standard. Is it standard 2 or so?
Yeah.
So I was playing the bottle for them when they are playing that music.
Wow.
It was very funny if I start remembering all those days.
Yeah, it's interesting stories.
So that's how I started stealing that guitar. When it's not there, I'll be doing what they were doing.
Yeah. So 1973. I don't know if you know, around here in Botswana, we call people your age 74. They became very famous in the recent years because I think it's a generation that was realizing that, we've grown up suddenly.
They're
Reaching their
for
50s and then the late 40s and stuff like that. So we call you Ma 74. Yeah, so, and then you continued. And when did you really start playing seriously?
I started playing seriously. The passion was there. I was singing first.
Wow.
I was playing percussion. I started in percussion, flute, and grand piano. And from grand piano and flute, that's how I moved to guitars. I was playing all those instruments perfectly well. But the percussion was my main instrument.
Percussion. Wow.
I was enjoying it very well. Even right now, when I play, the many albums I've done, I'm the one who plays percussion as well.
That's beautiful. That's very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
So, and then we now know you mostly as a guitarist, bass, lead, acoustic. Has that sort of naturally moved into there, and then other things you just focus on them when you're arranging?
No. I started from everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in the choir there was this man who was playing bass guitar very well. May his soul rest in peace.
Yeah.
Papa Kanyenda. He was
Papa
playing
Kanyenda.
bass. Yeah.
Okay.
He was playing bass dangerously. When he is not in the service, you feel something is missing.
Yeah.
But when he's there, it's like it's Christmas that day.
Yeah.
So I had passion now. Now there was this man who was the caretaker. Me and my friend, the son of the man who was like the president of the choir at that time.
Yeah.
We were playing together as young boys. But now, after the first service, this man, we are playing while people are waiting to come for the second service. This man came and collected the guitar from me and hit me with that guitar on my back.
Whose guitar?
The caretaker.
It was the guitar for the church.
Yeah. Hit me with that guitar and say, "Hey, you are making noise." I said, "No, we are not making noise. Why not only me?" I looked at him, tears dropped. I looked at him, I said, "You know what? This choir will be looking for me to come and play in 1 month."
Wow.
And I meant it.
So he was forcing you out?
He forced me. He is the one who exposed me to music full time.
Wow.
Because from that, I said, I want to chew the guitar.
You went out. So at that time, you were mostly focused in church, playing at church.
Yeah, I was just in church.
But tell me, in Roman Catholic, they don't play. When did you shift to church that you play instruments?
Roman Catholic were playing instruments.
Really?
Our own was playing instruments.
I don't think Roman Catholic around here does.
This side they don't.
Oh, okay.
But our side, it's fire.
That is interesting, because as we were talking, I thought maybe you moved to a different church.
No.
Wow.
I grew up in Roman Catholic, everything. I left, which I can't say that I left then, because I was just playing. We had a band. I was taken in different band as well.
Wow.
So I can say that's where my base is.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then did you go back to that church as after they sort of tried to...
Okay, after that scenario, if I can call it that, then fire came into me.
Wow.
I said, I have to play the guitar. They have to look for me. So in DRC, when you are playing, when these people, they sell fuel right out there by the roadside.
Yeah.
So if you convince them, if they talk good about you that this one is the best, it means you have gone.
Wow.
They are the ones Now myself, I'll go and learn all those songs for Bope Pekale, Shockstar.
Yeah.
That time it was like, I remember.
Yeah.
Bolingo yo, yangana dadi, bandego wakote yango nakati.
Yeah.
So that.
So what is that genre?
That's rumba.
Is it rumba? Okay.
It's rumba,
okay.
but it starts slow, then it changes afterwards.
Yeah. Okay. And how many languages do you speak?
I speak, is it 8 or 9?
8 or 9?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So what are they? French?
I speak Rund first, my language, my tribe.
Your tribe, okay.
And then I speak Swahili, I speak French, I speak English, I speak Nyanja from Zambia.
Yeah.
I speak Shona, and I speak Bemba. And
How did you manage to acquire so many languages?
When I was moving when I moved from DRC, that was 1996. When I left DRC, I went to Zambia. We were staying at the hotel and working at the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was interested in playing with kids. So that's how I started learning their language.
Okay.
When they speak, I say, repeat, what did you say? What do you mean? Just like that.
So that's how you learned.
Yeah, and then I started working in a barber shop. So that's where actually I learned a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, about the Zambian language. So I moved from Zambia to Zimbabwe. It was 2000 when I moved to Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Then I started learning Shona. That's when I started speaking Shona, and
Yeah, that's beautiful. There's 2 languages we didn't mention: Setswana and music, because I think music is a language. You speak that as well. But how much do you speak Setswana? Do you? Because I want to believe you came later when you're grown up, and it's always a difficult thing to learn a language when you have.
No, but I've written many songs in Setswana.
Wow.
And I came here in 2004. I came in Botswana in 2004. From that time, I've written a lot of songs. They play on radio.
Wow.
And many people, they don't believe like it. Akibata musadi wami, kibata musadi wami, akibate olikuwa, kibata wa Botswana. That one we did it with Moroka Moreri.
Yeah, you did with who?
Moroka Moreri.
Okay.
The poet. So
yeah, that's beautiful, very beautiful. And then when you came to Botswana, had you been here before?
No.
Okay, this was your first time.
It was my first time.
How was the music scene in Botswana in 2004? I want you to compare it to now. How was it then?
That time, if I can talk about music, I don't know how I can. We tried to reach here, where it's even being recognized out of the country. It was a struggle, because the truth is that we found the music was a bit, if I can say, it was low, and people, they were not really regarding music but it was only some people who are just putting head. But right now you can see talent have been cultivated here.
Wow.
So we have a lot of musicians around now.
That's beautiful. And I know one of the things that you do is to train young musicians. What do your learners want to learn? What do people come to you to learn?
One, the discipline.
Music has discipline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without discipline, you'll be gone. You'll be gone. Because music, it exposes you to the world out there. So there are a lot of things involved in it. So you have to, I don't know how I can put it. You have to be very, very responsible first and very disciplined. Yeah, because there are a lot of things in music. People, they can see music just music. No. Music requires a lot.
Okay,
That's
so
why there are
discipline
many
is
people who goes and find they want to help themselves so that they can be up there, successful. Yeah. But music has a lot of things, a lot of discipline which is required. Otherwise, you die or they'll kill you.
Oh, really? What does that mean?
You know, some of the things which we can talk.
Yeah.
Because when you are on stage, there are many people who are looking at you.
Okay.
I can tell you, even DRC, the discipline which I left DRC with, I think I'm still keeping that. Because if I can talk about my firstborn,
Yes.
in Zambia,
Yeah.
the mother was the first ever woman I've ever known in my life. Then
I got you. A
You
lot of
understand?
people don't understand, yes,
Yeah.
but I get you. Yes.
So that's how you can see. I stayed with her. I married her traditionally. Then we divorced after some years because when I moved from, she's a Zambian. When I moved to Zimbabwe, that's how
you broke up.
we
The family didn't
finalized.
work. Yeah. Okay.
Things happened.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to go deep.
Okay. Got you. Yes.
Yeah. So discipline is very important in music.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you die, because there are some places where you go, ladies, they are just crying for you. Before you know it, they've already thrown the keys for an expensive car that you should go with them. But
there's a lot of temptation in music.
Serious one.
So it's like people see you as this powerful person, as this person who plays very well, and they want to associate with you.
Yeah, because you are standing out there. They can see you. They are watching you.
Yes.
So it's not only them who are watching you. There's another person who's watching you, who's somebody's wife, maybe. You understand? Now, you have to have conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Otherwise, you just make serious mistakes.
Now I understand what you meant. Otherwise, you will die. So discipline is very important.
Very important.
Yeah. And, going around playing in different places, right? How do you usually respond to the overwhelming, attention you get from people, from your fans?
I get a lot of attention for that matter. A lot of it now is the way I manage. I don't want to make somebody to feel like rejected. So I balance things. I don't give the person the chance to go into me very deeply. Let it remain there facially. We smile. I will give them a slight attention so that you don't lose the fan in the first place.
So you have to balance between retaining the fan and also being careful what they want to what they're intending to do.
You don't just do things anyhow. Or you go here, if I can use that word, you go here and sleep with this woman. Next day you are on the other side. You find that in one concert there are 5 women who are, all of them, they are your girlfriends. I've never lived that kind of life.
Yeah, but you saw that.
I'm
sure you saw some of the people in the band falling for that.
In the band,
Yeah.
the others they die because there's a band, very powerful band. That band, nakusema nikutaka band we were in Zambia.
Yeah.
For Suke Chile and Kaimbe Shentemba.
Yeah.
Kaimbe Shentemba was like the big boss.
Yeah.
Suke Chile was under. So the band was powerful. Just the way you see Baba Flo there and all this big Congolese band.
Yeah.
So that band was very powerful. We were 24.
Yeah.
But as I'm speaking, we are 7.
Wow.
Remaining.
Wow.
These are the ones, they were just flying one by one. Another one died like in my hand because myself, I give too much time to the guitar. I was not going out like going and enjoy myself there.
So you're always sort of working, improving yourself
all the time. So that friend of ours, he got very sick, and I know he got that sickness in Namibia. He got it in Namibia.
It was happening that time.
We went for a tour. So powerful people, and in the high level. We stayed 21 days in Namibia, touring.
A month. That's a month. Yeah.
Performing from the first concert, we performed 2 concerts in Windhoek, in Independence Arena. Then we went to Alves Bay, we went to Ondangwa, we went to Oshakati, and then Rundu, and another place like this. I forgot.
So you're always on the move.
And
as you are moving around, these guys were manifesting. And ultimately it killed a lot of guys.
Yeah, many correct.
But Flo, it's I'm sure you've seen this. This is not only in Africa. I don't want to talk about the power that women have to bring down great men. We've seen it in the Bible. We see it we see it everywhere. But it's a very persistent problem that
for sure
most musicians fall because of that. And what about the women? Do they have the same problem? Women who are musicians, have we worked with some who had the same problem?
Yeah, they are there. Because even women, the ones whom you are playing for, others, they want to sleep with you. You get me? Now, you need to have discipline. Without discipline, the
career will be short.
Yeah. You'll be all over.
Yeah. Beautiful. I want us to take a musical break. I don't know. You can choose. I was going to ask you to play us, a rumba rhythm. You can just do a small piece on rumba. I'm sure you're a versatile musician, so I'm going to throw things at you. Play something for us in rumba.
Yeah, if you can play something, a rhythm, a rumba, like the danceable one or something which is just cool and slow.
Let's do cool and slow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this song, I wrote it when I was in Zambia.
Okay.
I said, Kalamilumbe shikushonse, Kalamilumbe shikushonse, Mwevene miulu nesonde tata, Mwevene miulu nesonde imwe yawe, oh shakapanga. Shimwitwa pakakala, lesakate bebe shichaibumba mwine milonga ye kala milumbe shikushonse kala milumbe shikushonse mwevene miulu nesonde tata mwevene miulu nesonde mweyawe oh shakapanga
Beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I wanted to ask you, as we were playing, rumba, what is the frequent topic that the vocals go for? Because we know a lot of, I'll give an example. American songs, hip hop is mostly about from Rex getting rich and blowing the money. Not only that, I'm just talking about a predominant topic around rumba. What do rumba singers and musicians talk about a lot in their songs?
Rumba is about love. That's the most thing which first we like just love.
Yeah. Between a man and a woman.
Just love general.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, you talk about real life, life story. Like when you see the way people are acting, somebody is moving, he doesn't even think about what is he doing after today. When you get money today, you don't know what to do next day, and you just blow the money anyhow. You don't calculate that.
So it talks about that.
So
a lot.
it's
Yeah.
so somebody we talk about somebody who gets salary and then he just go and blow it in beer or to a woman somewhere. And then he comes home empty-handed. He gets salary today, tomorrow he's looking for somebody to borrow him something. So we talk about many things. Yeah, like especially the real life.
Yeah, I want us to talk about the business of music. I know you have a band and you have worked with a lot of bands before. Your band is called African Feel.
Yeah.
African Feel. A very beautiful name. What is the band about? If you can just...
The African Feel band, we started it, we said, many people they are playing almost different, like South African kind. But let us come with, we bring all the African sound.
Okay.
Then I said, for us to conquer well, we need to come up with the name which is
unique. Yeah.
Then we came up with different type of fusion. So when you find the songs which we wrote in African Feel, this one. It's a Zimbabwean rhythm. It reminded me with the time I was working with Clive Malonga in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
And Oliver Mtukudzi and Tanga Okwasando.
Yeah.
So we were playing those kinds of rhythm. Then I said, let me come. Then one big man in Zambia is a Zimbabwean. I was working with him. He had a studio which produced a lot of musicians in Zambia.
Yeah.
Mr. Muyambo is the one who gave me the word. He said, no, if you sing it in this direction, we're talking about the rain.
Yeah.
Then I said, that's the direction I want to take.
Yeah.
So the song go like, Mwari wangu mvura ngainae, Mwari wangu mvura ngainae, tikaonezve kutya nomvura yokumwa ayaonde ayao yelele ayae ayaonde ayao yelele ayae ayaonde ayao kumanyamanya unge wagutae kumanyamanya unge wagutaho ndimi muno gutanyika yose mwari wangu mvura ngainae ishe wangu mvura ngainae. Now we put a Setswana there.
Yeah.
Murena utanela giko dopa kotoriso ligala letso riminele rimaige rimuvetu dopo ligala letso.
Wow.
That's
beautiful.
Part,
yeah.
We featured the Tiro.
Okay.
Tiro,
Yeah.
in 3 songs. And then also there's this other one which they are playing too much on the radio.
Yeah.
We were talking, I was addressing about an uncle.
Yeah.
Malume wabu mumu agakora utaudirela matata malume wabalabala ndipo zakakora nditaudirela matata wikete pile malume we mulamu akakora utaudirela matata batu babuwa kawena muti ulila kawena malume we utabiza dito.
Beautiful. You know, that progression, I hear it in a lot of Setswana songs. Have you used it in any other language? Because when you are singing, I hear it a lot in some of the locally produced songs, Setswana songs.
Yeah. We haven't sung it anywhere else.
Yeah.
So this is originally from Botswana.
Yeah. No, I mean the progression, the way the song is going, because I could relate. A lot of songs are like that.
Yeah.
Is it unique to Botswana?
This one is a Botswana sound.
Yeah.
And Botswana is rich in melodies. Yeah.
We don't only know the choir. I don't know if you know the choir.
No, not only the choir.
But Flo, talking about the business, music, a lot of changes have happened in the music industry. There was a time that music was really selling CDs.
Yeah.
Then the social media came through, the digital platforms came through. People were buying music online. But I want you to talk to how is money made in music nowadays, really?
These days it's a bit tricky. You have to come up with a lot of strategies for you to make money in music. And also it's advertising people a lot through social media and stuff. So you load the music on YouTube and other channel, and you get a bit of royalties when you register also. Yeah, and if people buy, you get something. And also the advert also, it advertises you very well, but it now depends who's watching you and who's following you. Yeah.
So you sort of have to make your own audiences.
You have to.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it's very tricky.
Yeah.
And corporate shows, they don't come just like that.
They are not many.
They are not many. And these days, the economy has gone a bit down. You can't just wake up and get a corporate show anyhow. Yeah. And most of the people, they have their own people already, and someone is standing for someone in the office somewhere.
Then they keep calling
the
person.
person. Yeah. So it's a bit tricky, but it's just by God's grace we are surviving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want us to move a little bit into how music is in the church. The church is, one of the few places that I really enjoy music from there, because music is played live, of course, right? It's played live, and you don't see a lot of that in secular, unless it's jazz. Jazz, they tend to play live as well. But when it comes to other genres, they usually lip sing, right? But when it comes to the business of gospel artists, do you think they get support only from the church, or the support comes from wider than the church, the communities out there?
What I can say, I'm not talking against the church or anyhow.
You're just putting a disclaimer out there.
Straight.
Yes, putting it out there. Yes.
Most of the church members, most of churches, they don't support musicians.
Gospel musicians.
They don't. You can be having. I can give you my example. I've played with different artists, a lot of them. We've made many artists. You count those ones who can even pay you properly. You can, sometimes others, they'll be just telling you a story. You start wondering, and even the church itself, because you can even see that there is nothing here. I was celebrating 43 years in music. 42 years in music.
Wow.
last year.
Wow.
In November. So Advert went through. I was doing it at Tapong Heart. But let's leave it there. I don't want to.
But generally, the support doesn't come from.
Not from church. From church members. You see someone who wants you to give them the free ticket. And they know that this person, this is his life. They want a free ticket.
Yeah. And I think it really comes from the fact that they know you won't do anything to them. It's like, this man is a Christian. He won't beat us. So they'll say, no, we'll pay you, and it keeps going on and on and on.
Others, they will say, they will collect even the tickets, saying they are coming. And they won't even pay for the tickets. They say, you give them the ticket, they say they will pay you. But when they come, that day, they don't even come to the concert. And but they have the ticket. You've already counted. You know when the ticket goes out, and you find that you've spent the money expecting that one pool of money to come, but it's not coming.
And then now you end up owing the people who brought sound, the venue and stuff like that. That is not good. Christians, wake up. Because I really think we need to support our own. We really need to support our own. And when I say our own, I'm talking about people that have really influenced us or have put out music out there for us. And it's a really concerning thing, because I've also seen that as well.
You were there in my last concert.
Yes, I saw your launch. Yeah, we were there, and people who were there were not all the people that know you. and are supposed to be supporting you. But what do you think? Where do you think it comes from? Why do you think we do that? Is it an issue of why are we not supporting each other? You know, not just even in the church.
It's just something in someone. It's the decision. It's like when somebody has decided that he's divorcing. You can come with all the advices you can give, trying to make them to stay together.
It won't work.
It's just mindset.
Wow.
Sometimes you see that that one, me going to that guy's concert or that girl's concert, wasting my time. So they see it that way, and it's the one which is affecting.
And I think that's how, you know, we lose great talents, because then we'll have people actually moving to other countries and or just stopping the whole business altogether. You know, to say, I'm not gonna do music anymore. I'm gonna sit
Many have done that.
Sit by the road and sell and corn.
Many have done that, but us, by God's grace, we are still keeping, because I can't go into. I'm a truck driver. I teach also. I train people in different. I get invitation from different places to go and speak and train people. But there is no way I can leave music.
There's no way you can leave this.
There is no way.
Yeah.
There is no way.
Yeah, that's beautiful, because it's your talent, it's your passion. This is your life.
Definitely.
Wow. Does your guitar have a name? Do you give your guitars names? The reason why I'm asking that, I don't know if you know B.B. King. Have you done the blues before?
King, yes.
I know he had a guitar. He called it Lucille. And I can imagine everything that is very close to you. We have dogs, we give names to our dogs. We have, you'll have your favorite something and we give it a name. Some people have cars, they have names. But do you give names to your instruments?
Like you can see this one, it's written Baba Flo Nawej.
Yeah.
That's my sound.
Yes.
It's even number one.
Yeah.
When you switch on the gadget, it's the one which is coming.
Yeah.
And this gadget was given by one of my friends. He's the one who bought it for me.
Wow.
Brand new from the box.
Yeah.
The box is at home, actually.
Yeah.
Mr. Storm and his wife, Sibongile. They really supported me on my side musically.
Yeah.
They've been there. They've been there. Mr. Chuchu Nchunga.
Yeah.
We have Omureri and we have my kids also. They really support me.
Yeah.
They know that this man is on. Because right now, where I moved, the equipment is in the room where I sleep.
Yeah, there's a lot of equipment.
The equipment, I have eight guitars also. So.
Yeah. Is there a favorite one? You have a guitar that every time. This one is for special occasions, or
like this
how
one,
does it work?
Like this one, I move. It's so special
to you.
Yeah, but there's the one which I performed with at the World Cup 2010 in South Africa. That one, it's in the house.
Wow, it's for special occasions.
No, I use it. There's a time I dismantled it. Every piece. It was in pieces. Then after maybe 2 years or 3, that's when I assembled it together.
Yeah.
I started using it again.
Yeah. So Have you played? Is there a genre that you haven't played?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I've played most.
I have an interesting. Not interesting. I have an interest, a lot of interest in blues. Like I was talking about B.B. King, Ray Charles, and I haven't had a translation of that music sang in African languages. Do you think there is a reason for that, or have you come across anyone singing blues in Africa?
We've done that. Well, with this man, Memphis Matete. That I think we did that song. That was in 2007, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It was like. Nana, Jo Nana, Jo. Kilitati, kilitati, lemonati. Morena, Jesus Christ, Jo.
That is very beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So when you started, I was like, and then when you started saying those, I'm like, oh, really? I didn't see it going that route. And Zimbabwe has a lot of quality musicians, not just in gospel.
Yeah.
You said you've worked with the great Oliver Mtukudzi. There's a lot of people who came out of Zimbabwe who are very good. DRC, we know the country for rumba. There's a lot of artists when they come through from when you say DRC, really it's rumba. Rumba is a great genre that came out of DRC.
Yeah.
But I want you to tell me, why is it like some countries, correct me if I'm wrong. Some countries, DRC, I know music from, unless it's from my ignorance, but DRC is popular for rumba. It's music from there, and there's quality to it. When you talk of musicians from Zimbabwe, I speak of the great Mtukudzi. There's a lot of choirs from there as well in the church. They have quality musicians. South Africans, they have a lot of quality musicians as well. And I'm not gonna say there aren't any quality musicians in Botswana. We have a few. Personally, I like yourself. I've heard you play many times. I've also listened to many jazz artists also. Seretse is one of the best in my opinion. What do you think, makes a country to produce great musicians? Is it something that happens from birth? What is it? Because I don't know, some countries don't have that.
The influence also and the support, because for somebody to get interested in something, when they see the fruits, the way you see like you see like this, there are many people who have come to me to be taught how to play the guitar. Why? Because they saw me somewhere, performing somewhere.
Of course.
And the way I was doing it, they just enjoy it.
They had interest.
And then they come to me. So it's the way we carry ourselves first is the one which will bring someone to admire what you are doing, so that it puts that fire in the young person to start learning. Yeah. Like I'm speaking, my boy, my young man, if I can put it that way. Yeah. He's a guitarist. He plays drums also. But my daughter, she's a keyboardist and she sings. So it just depends on the passion. Now, you may be the father, and then you are a good musician, but your children don't even get interested. Yeah. Because they are looking like, is it a job or which? Yeah. Like myself, sometimes I can say I've broke 2 or 3 relationships, which I started because I wanted preparing even to go to the extent that you even took the person back home so that people they see, and then all of a sudden the person is telling you, hey, Ghana, you should look for a job to do. So what I'm doing is not a job. Oh, a job? What do you mean about the job? I have to wake up in the morning and go in the office. They're saying I'm going to work.
So they were not supporting your work?
To the extent that this one did not even appear to my concert. Even when I'm doing the advert, they say, don't. I just thank God because I'm not this person who go ahead and have what you are supposed to have when you are married. So when I say that, if it's like this, it means when we become, it will be very difficult.
Yeah, it's a sign, the red flags
for me.
Yeah. Wow. So what you are saying is, it starts from the bottom. If they get the interest, and because I always wonder. There's a lot of music around that I feel like we shouldn't be hearing this on radio, but people put it out there, and sometimes those people still make money because, like you were saying, they know someone in high places who can actually sponsor them. Yeah. So before we move on to the next topic, I want you to play us something from reggae. Maybe let's pick Bob Marley. Just do a small piece for us.
You want me to play some reggae, Nyana?
Yeah. Yeah.
I say, I just love singing this one because the lyrics were wonderful.
Okay.
Say, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. I say, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile at the rising sun. 3 little birds, with your mind on step, singing sweet songs with a melody pure and true, saying, this is my message to you.
Wow. Beautiful. Reggae music, have you played in a reggae band?
Yeah.
Which one and how was it?
India first.
The reason why I'm asking you about reggae, it's a big genre. Not just in where we think it comes from, Jamaica. It's sang, all over the world. What's special about reggae?
Reggae, it was the music for slave who were speaking like
what they're going through.
Yeah, what they are going through, and trying to come up. They want a solution to that situation, and also they will be speaking just direct, without hiding anywhere. And they were strong, people don't need just to take that reggae is just for people who take marijuana and stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's a genre which is very powerful, a very powerful genre. I played reggae. Back home, I was helping some Rasta. One day I came from church.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found them they've already cooked because we had a concert that afternoon.
Yeah.
They've already cooked and put things in it. Now they were shocked when I arrived there. They said no, and I was hungry. I really wanted food.
Yeah.
They've already cooked that vegetable and they mix it with that, because I found them first. They are high very well. So they say, your food is there. Just go there and serve yourself. I said, no, today I'll drink water only. Others, they hold their head, they say, how did you know?
They wanted to
they wanted me
to involve you.
Yeah. So, but I enjoy working with them. They were good guys because they were paying me. And they were paying me. Whenever I go and help them, they were clean. They were not just like, because they are Rasta, they are dirty.
Yeah.
When you look at them, very smart.
Very smart guys.
Even their dreads, they clean, very
yeah.
clean. So it was a powerful band. And they had already cars those days. They had cars, this one. Everyone has something which they were doing.
Wow. That's beautiful. I want to go into a mind of a musician. I want to go into your mind. What, particularly how you produce music, how you come up with concepts. What is it that you do every day? How do you start your day to help you to create quality pieces? What is it that you do? I know you pray a lot, and it's going to be one of them.
That's the main thing.
But what is it that helps you to keep writing, producing?
Every moment, I don't have a free moment. Every moment I use it to come up with something. Yeah. Every moment. I can be listening to music because you get the idea from this one, and then you get the idea from here. That when you put everything together, I said, you come up with something which is your own. Yeah. That I work a lot of. I listen to a lot of music, different types, and it's really helping me to come up. And most of the times I can be sleeping, I will just hear something original.
Just come to you.
Yeah, it just come. And then when you wake up, you have a song already. Most of the songs, I've written the songs in Yoruba from Nigeria. Yeah. But I've never stepped my leg in Nigeria.
Nigeria, yeah.
So it's just that thing, it's just. I've written songs in Shona. I've written songs in Nyanja.
In Setswana. I was surprised to hear that you have songs in Setswana.
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
So you're really inspired when you are just there. You can just pick a song and this is the song. And how do you know? Do you know immediately that it's a good song, or you just go and try it?
No, I will know even when I'm working, like the song called Malume.
Is it the one that you did a bit?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I wrote it when I was working. I was still staying right here.
Yeah.
I was walking, going towards the hospital there.
Yeah.
Then I just heard Malume, Malume.
Hey.
Before you know it, I recorded it on my phone. When I went back home. Actually, I had told someone that, I said, you know, the way you are behaving, you are behaving like those uncles somewhere. So I can write a song about you, you'll be shocked. So he was shocked when he heard that. I wrote it, I decided to walk. That I went, I started putting things together. Oh, the water, Malume,
Malume, yeah.
So it came out as a song, you know, and many songs they come that way. I wrote, oh Maria, Musadi wa Mutswana, Kamurata baby, Omunte tatai.
Yeah.
I wrote it. We were shooting a movie called Tough Guy in a Boring Village Life.
Okay.
That was my movie, which I shot with Ernest Chappell.
So you tried acting as well?
I was a comedian. I grew up a comedian.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
So even in my speech, there are some places where everything I speak is
you just
comedy.
Throw a bit, yeah.
Just, you know, that thing doesn't leave you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know that you have a very good sense of humor, and you be telling it slowly, and you know, and we'll be laughing, and there's actually a lot of stories. I'd like you to play one of your favorite songs that you've written. Even if it's not the full song, just to share one of the songs you've done.
You can see that, like when I did.
I guess every song has a story.
I have a favorite song.
Yeah.
There are many.
There are many favorite songs.
There are many, but which one? Which one? Oh, there's this one. Arise and shine, for your light is come. For the glory of the Lord is upon you. Now, when you take me that way, that's why I'm saying I have a lot of favorite songs. I have this one. Je suis le chemin, la vérité et la vie. Celui qui me suit ne marchera pas dans les ténèbres. Je suis la lumière du monde. Je suis la lumière du monde. Je suis la lumière du monde. I rejoice because your spirit lives in me and brings me your manifested presence always. I know I will never walk in darkness anymore, for you are with me forevermore. La 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 la. So it goes, huh?
You know, it has a Spanish feel that I've had, you know, in most of the Spanish songs. What inspired that song? First, what does it mean? Okay, I know you did a translation, but yeah, what?
I'm the way, the truth, and the life.
Okay.
Yeah. There is I rejoice because your spirit lives in me and brings me your manifested presence always.
So it's a praise song.
Yeah.
You're admiring God, you're thanking God for the things He has done.
He has done.
Beautiful. Do you know how many songs you've written?
There are many. There are many.
Yeah.
I started from the world there, what I wrote when I was 2. My first song, it was in Catholic. I was doing standard 5, standard 4. Yes. That song is Leo amezaliwa kwa ajili yetu, ndiye Mwokozi Kristo Bwana. Mwimbieni Bwana wimbo mpya, tena lisifuni jina lake milele. Mungu ni mapendo, Mungu ni huruma. That song, I don't want to go back there.
Wow, that's beautiful. And you still play it perfectly.
Yeah. I can. I've never forgotten any song I played.
You remember it.
Everything.
That is special.
Yes.
But do you think, what is many? You can guess. I know maybe you'll have to really think how many songs you've written. You think
they are like 107.
So around 100.
100 somewhere.
That's a lot of songs.
Yeah.
So many songs.
I've written gospel, I've written advert, oh man.
Wow, that's beautiful. Before I let you go, I want you to talk about not necessarily your Christian walk. I see a lot of young men struggling in church. Some of them have talents like yours, some don't. And I'm talking about young men because I've seen, especially in the recent years, they have been, put to a corner, being called names, a lot being expected from them. So how do you think we can really tackle this problem of young men not becoming or taking their place in the society?
Most of the thing is depending also on the background. There are kids who are growing only with their mother, and there are also other kids who are growing only with their father. So things are not balanced. You see, God, when He created Adam and Eve, He did not just put them, because He saw that Adam was lonely. That when He put
Eve.
It's Eve.
Yeah.
It's a family background. Now, if many, especially nowadays, those days when somebody wears something somehow, they will be even shy to move. But nowadays, a lady can move the breast out anyhow. They can wear something which is showing, when they sit down, it's showing the whole body. As we grew up, we could not even see the leg, the knee of the leg. We did not. I don't know. Maybe that's how we grew up. We did not fall into some wrong direction.
Yeah.
But nowadays, the parents themselves, they are the ones who are now, I don't know if when they are watching TV, they get interested on wearing anyhow. And leaving the kids to behave anyhow. I don't know if it's the technology because we did not grow up with technology. We grew up with reality. We were playing these games, and you know, now these days it's a child can be on internet. They will lie to you that they are doing homework or something when they are watching something. Then after watching that pornography or whatever on the phone, what enters your mind? Or you are watching these people smoking anyhow. You end up smoking because what you watch, what you don't want, you don't watch. What you want is the one which you concentrate very well, you sit properly to watch it. So many kids, they are spoiled because most of the time they grow up only with the maid, and the maid doesn't have that power to scold the child, and because even if the maid wants to correct the child somehow, the parents will come and talk anyhow to the maid. So I think the parents, they need just to direct their children in the right direction, or otherwise we don't have future. That's why you see many young kids are dying, because they are just everywhere. They don't have direction.
That's very painful, and thank you for sharing that, because you know, it's always good to learn from, you know, people like you you've been around for a while, and you know, I also like what you said earlier on when you said, you know, when it comes to music, if you are not careful, discipline is important, but if you are not careful, you will die. And I was shocked at what you were talking about, but when you explained it, I really came to understand it. Okay, Flo, I want us to, before we conclude, I want to give you a challenge, right? Because I know you're a producer, I want to give you a challenge to say, come up with something that you've never come up with. I just want to see the whole, well, it won't be complete, but you know, what goes in your mind when I give you words and you come up with something. Can we do that?
There's no problem.
Okay. The words I'm going to give you, these are changing times. These are hard times. Please come up with something from that. These are changing times. These are hard times.
Okay. The world is changing. The world is changing. These are hard times. These are changing times. Do what you can do to change the world.
Wow.
Do what you can do to change the world. These are challenging times.
That's beautiful, Flo.
These are challenging times. These are challenging times. These are hard times.
That's beautiful. You know, I realize how, you know, you actually could write even more songs. You just need to have an inspiration, and that's it.
Yeah.
How easy is it for you?
No, it's just to take it the way it is, and then you just balance.
It's like magic. I'm looking at you. It's like magic to you. You know, you throw something.
Unexplainable. It can just happen, just anyhow.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime.
Oh, that's beautiful. Flo, thank you so much for coming through and spend time with me. I'm honored. I'm really honored. I really enjoyed this. I haven't done this before, and I have a feeling that we should do more of this because, you know, nowadays we have kids dancing to music. We don't have a lot of people producing music. I did this because I wanted to inspire a young man, a young woman out there, or even an older person who've always dreamt of, you know, doing something in music. I personally love music so much. You know, my wife pushes me every day, you know, what are you doing about this talent? And I know that, you know, music touches different lives, touches different people in different ways. You know, someone was saying the other day that, you know, in Africa, when we're in a funeral, there's music. You know, when we're in a wedding, there's music. Music is everywhere, you know. When you are lonely, there's music. In church, there's music. For you to connect to God, you need music to lead you. So thank you so much for coming through. To close off, I'm just going to ask you to play a piece, 2 minutes, just mix and show us your talent, and we close. And before you do that, I just want you to share where can people connect with you? What is your name on Facebook? If you have a Facebook account or your band.
Yeah. Our band, we are called African Fear Band. Yeah. People, they can call us on 76757833. And also, we have also an Instagram account, which is African Fear Band. Also, my own Facebook is Baba Flo, Nawej Kaleng Florent.
Awesome. Beautiful.
So that's his Facebook, and also I'm also on TikTok. Yeah, just put Baba Flo.
Flo does TikTok. That's beautiful. No, I think you'll do very well there.
Yeah. So yeah, we are around. We go for different kind of events.
Okay, yeah, maybe you can talk a little bit about that. You do
disappoint.
corporate events.
We do that.
You do all events.
We do
Okay.
all events.
Okay.
Right now, we just came from Kansi. We were playing at a wedding. We came, and then also last week we were in Joaneng on Friday. We were in Joaneng for agriculture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
For farmers, actually.
Yeah, farmers show.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Flo. Please take it away. Just play something you can boast.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Baba Flo, thank
Yes,
you so
sir.
much, sir.
Thank you so
Great
much.
having you.
Thank you
Awesome.
so much.
Until
Thank you for bringing me in.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.